Gut Check. This series really took a turn that I wasn't expecting as I shared a gut check moment with you in my own life and a testimony through the tragic passing and loss of Diego Gonzalez. It really sent some ripples through our community, and you can see the impact that his life had on so many people, and people having questions now of why. Why did this happen? Why did it happen the way that it did? What was really going on? And so there's all these emotions and all these things happening, and I told you about how I was experiencing those through being able to be the chaplain for the football team and help walking these players and some coaches through their time of grief and questions. And this is going to be a long process, and we're really only in the beginning of it. And this is just a huge trial that this team and this community is going to be continually experiencing and moving through together. But the whole point of James, of course, is not to teach us deeper theological truths that we don't know about God yet. James challenges the people he's writing to take the truths that he already knows about God, and they already know about God, and apply them to their everyday life practically. And so the verse that really stuck out to me that I shared on Sunday is Ephesians 2:10, which says, "For we are God's handiwork," or his workmanship, "created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God has prepared in advance for us to do." And I shared my story with you, even dating back to 11 years ago when I lost my best friend, and how that shaped me into another opportunity to help lead other high school kids through grief. And then now, of course, in the midst of this situation here in Sweetwater. But this verse is talking about being first made in the image of God. So that then being made in the image of God, you and me are called to be the hands and feet of God. And then we're called to be the hands and feet of God in specific scenarios that God leads us to. And so we called this really a gut check moment. We know these things to be true about God, but are we willing, and am I willing, and this is the question that I'm asking myself, am I willing to go and step out and to apply the truth that I know about God in my everyday life, in this situation that God has, I firmly believe, placed me in? And so a couple questions I'd love for you to think about this week is, one, what's your gut check moment? What's a moment, or is there a moment, is there a situation that God is calling you to do something different? And then number two, what specific action is he calling you to? In that moment, in that gut check moment, it's not simply just presence, it's intentionality, it's purpose, it's following the Spirit of God as the Spirit leads.